What's up, CougarCS? I'm running for Director of Socials, Director of Corporate Relations, and Director of Communications. My name is Andrew Almasi, and I'm running for them in fall 2022. We're good. A little bit about me, because y'all don't know me. I'm soon to be a sophomore. I'm second semester freshman right now, and next semester I'm living on campus at the quad, so like every event I'm gonna be there. I'm pursuing a bachelor's in computer science, and I'm either gonna do game dev or cybersecurity, because in high school and middle school I was really into like this sounds kind of like sleazy, but like hacking on like Minecraft and CSGO and stuff. So like I was like, damn, I can do this for a living. And then my minor is in phronesis, which is an honors minor, and it's like politics and ethics, which isn't really computer science, but I just enjoy it. And these are my credentials for the positions I am applying for. So I wouldn't just be applying for a position to apply, just to be on the board and like put it on my resume. I'm actually applying because I feel like I have a lot to give to CougarCS. I took a 4 or 5 month social media course in high school, which was last year, and I started this page up, and I went from 0 to 20K in like 10 months, I would say, and it's at 15K right now because I stopped posting because I got bored, but the peak was 20K. It was crazy. It was at 20K. So I feel like I'm really good at social media, and I could really help the social media team and help CougarCS grow that way. Like get more people involved, get people that aren't even in computer science, like make a post, maybe go viral, someone in pre-nursing pulls up, you know?
All right.
And then next slide. And this is my platform. This is basically what I'm running on. I feel like I could increase the engagement and conversion of TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, because you know, like if there's a post on Instagram and it gets like 40 likes, it's like, okay, maybe I'll come, maybe I won't. But if there's a post and it gets 400 likes, it's like, wow, there's a lot of people coming out. I need to go. And I feel like I could help a lot with that. I feel like I could grow the social media very, very big. And doing that, I want to spread the influence of CougarCS virtually. And lastly, about the Director of Corporate Relations, I feel like I could do really well on that, because not to be like cocky, but my dad was a salesman like almost all my life, and since I was a little kid, I would go with him to work and like walk with him and like see everything. And so I feel like I kind of have like that one-on-one salesman like skill set in me. If that doesn't sound like cocky, like that I feel like I have that, and I feel like if I could go to businesses like one-on-one, get sponsors, talk to them, I feel like I could be an asset there. And that's it for me. Thank you.
I know. Which executive roles are you running for again?
Director of Socials, Director of Corporate Relations, Director of Communications.
Right here. Oh, pizza's here. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Feel free, guys, to help yourselves with pizza while we're going. Just if you guys want to step through the pad at the back of the room, and yeah, while the presentation is going. So yeah, thank you, Andrew. So you have 3 minutes. Does anyone have any questions?
Any questions? Andrew? Any questions? Anything? Anything? My favorite color. Anything.
What do you feel that CougarCS is lacking right now in terms of our social media presence? What do you feel like is an immediate change that you would implement?
So honestly, I feel like the posts just aren't showing up in people's feeds, because when like the Instagram page is doing really well right now, like I really like the posts, but when I go to a post, it's like maybe like 20, 30 likes, and there's 200 followers, but how many members are there? There's like 1,000 in CougarCS, right?
200.
200?
Yeah.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
There's 1,000 people in the Discord.
Yeah, we're on a big Discord, but those are all our members.
Oh, I thought there were 1,000 members. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the only people following CougarCS are just people in CS. Like, we do crazy events like Discord bot event. Like, everyone goes on Discord. Everyone, maybe some people are interested in making a Discord bot, but no one really like knows about it. And like someone in another major could think, oh, this is like specialized for computer science because there's only like 40 likes. I feel like if the social media grew, people would be more comfortable coming.
Any other
Does
questions?
that answer? My shoes? Oh, you know Titan Market on Instagram? He goes here and he resells shoes. And yeah, I went to high school with him and he hooked me up. What? Shadow Creek High School. Yeah. Where did you go to high school? Shadow Creek High School. Where did you go? Yeah.
Oh, I went to Shanker.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Side Ranch.
Cool. So we got another minute or two for questions. Anything else, guys? I have a question for you. So how many hours are you taking next semester? How many credit hours?
15.
15? Cool.
Another question. So how would you suggest improving the social media presence, like you said, like to improve the numbers?
Oh.
How do you want to go about that?
Okay. It depends. Okay, on TikTok, there's no TikTok, right?
No.
There's no yet.
No TikTok.
Yet.
You can make one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make a TikTok, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, on TikTok, I feel like we could like do viral trends, but like with the club. And then imagine like CougarCS has a bunch of followers. Like CougarCS is like viral, and then you go to an employer and it's like, you're in CougarCS. Wow, that's pretty cool. On Instagram, just more getting involved with UH pages, like other UH pages, linking with them, like shouting each other out, like doing that sort of stuff, doing more collabs, doing stuff like that. Definitely a lot more posting. I feel like there should be a lot more posting, like on the story especially. I don't see a lot of story posts. And on Twitter, just tweeting. Yeah, just tweeting.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Just tweeting.
Cool, we have time for maybe one more quick question.
So you mentioned like there was like a bunch of different like roles that you wanted. Which one do you want the most? Because you applied for 3, right?
Director of socials.
Socials?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that's everything. Andrew, thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you.
All right. Hello, everybody. So lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming to the last CougarCS event of the semester. Woo! Thank you so much for coming. So happy to see you. So I'm Vanessa Zambrano, and I'm running for president of CougarCS for the fall 2022 semester. Thank you. Next slide, please. All right, so a little bit about me. I'm a rising senior majoring in CS. I love cooking. I love drawing. I drew that self-portrait. I am a pro gamer at Mario Kart Wii, and if any of you guys wanted to play against me, I welcome the challenge. Please play against me. I love playing that game. And I built a keyboard. It's pictured right there. And I love rabbits. They're my favorite animal, as you might be able to tell. Next slide, please. Okay, so what do I bring to the table for this position? I have previous experience as an executive officer. I was the secretary of CougarCS for the semester of fall 2019, so I have a pretty good understanding of the internal structure of the club, the current club initiatives that have been in development for the past 2 semesters. I hosted the Build Your Own Keyboard workshop twice. That was cool. I am creative, I'm social, and I'm enthusiastic about CougarCS and its mission to help young professionals develop their skills and become marketable. When I was an underclassman, CougarCS really helped me like polish up my LinkedIn, polish up my resume, get interview prep, like everything. So many resources were available, and I want to provide that for underclassmen coming after me. Next slide, please. So focusing on my keyboard workshop, because I feel that it demonstrates some of the strengths that I can bring to this position. I delegated administrative tasks to the director of activities, Keenan. I don't know if he's here. It's okay if he's not. I also delegated responsibilities to a team of volunteers that I curated and trained before the workshop to provide one-on-one assistance to attendees. And during the event, I successfully debugged a ton of little mini keyboards because a lot of people stayed the whole time and finished their keyboard. I designed the event and the mini keyboard with the help of the original co-host, my friend V. Can you click one time? So 15% of the attendees were new members. So this event was broadly reaching enough to get 15% new members attending. Can you click again? And 100% of survey respondents rated the event a 5 out of 5. And attendees were so satisfied that, can you click again? On round 2, 75% of the original attendance was reached. So the event was really successful, and I feel that bringing more fun and more broadly reaching events could really grow the CougarCS brand and increase our outreach. Next slide, please. All right, so my platform. My overall goal is to bring even more fun into the CougarCS brand, to increase member engagement, and to build a sense of community. I want to continue Nicholas's work of developing an alumni network. I feel as though there's so many people that have graduated U of H, having held CougarCS positions that we're not even in touch with, and we could be leveraging those resources to get more company events, to get more professional footing. I also want to work with the designer and the director of merchandise to create new merchandise. I want to make more apparel. We only have our one club t-shirt, not officer polos. I think that if we tried to make things really fun, made a couple t-shirt designs, maybe some merchandise designs, you know, things could be, we could expand the brand and draw more attention to the club. I also want to involve members in the process of updating the club constitution. Right now, the club constitution is a little outdated, and I would love to increase member engagement by involving members in the process of approving the new constitution. And I also internally want to make sure that I'm aware of all the moving parts inside of CougarCS by meeting weekly with the director, the marketing team and the activities team, and then meeting bi-weekly with all the other departments to make sure that I'm aware of everything that's going on and that I can do my job as an administrator well. So that's my platform. Those are the main things that I want to achieve. Can you do the next slide? And that is the end of my presentation. I'm Vanessa Zambrano, and I'm running for president for the fall 2022 semester. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. I am questions, if you have any, bring them forward. Yes, David.
What structural things would you improve and or implement for the organization?
For the organization of the club?
Yeah, the club.
I want to evaluate our performance this semester and have a general meeting with the new officer team and decide what teams we want to expand upon and what initiatives we want to maybe scale back a little bit. And I don't want to get into the specifics of that too much because that's a bit of internal information. But I would want to see if maybe if some things have to grow, such as the alumni network, at the expense of other things that haven't been as popular in the club, that we'd be willing to make those sacrifices. But it's all up for discussion, and the most important thing is that I want every officer's input. I don't want to make a monogamous decision, or monogamous, what I mean to say, whatever, yeah, autonomous, autonomous decision as president without the input of everybody else. I hope that answers your question. Does anybody else have any questions? Yes, Manasa.
What about the Constitution you want to change?
Right now, the Constitution has a lot of really strange and vague wording because the last time it was updated was years ago. We currently don't have an up-to-date member, we don't have officer positions clearly defined in our Constitution, and we also don't have certain policies that are necessary, such as the removal of a member or something like that. Generally, the entire thing needs language updating, and all of the articles need fine-tuning. But most importantly, I want to make sure that the Constitution reflects our current values and our current club infrastructure, because right now it doesn't at all. We're not acting in our club constitution right now at all. So I want to change that. Anybody else have any other? Yes, Nicholas, what's up?
If you're elected president, what's going to be your first priority this summer? What's your first priority?
My first priority, or the first thing I'm going to do? Well, I mean, like, the most important thing is not necessarily the easiest thing that I'm going to do first because it's the easiest. I want to, in the summer, I want to start getting the officers looking at the Constitution, letting me know if it's approved, letting me know if I can move forward in the approval process and involve the members after we get officer approval. I want to work with Nicholas on the alumni network, which I believe he said he was going to work on it in the summer, so I would want to work on that with him. Also, if we decide to grow the mentoring program, I want to be able to train our mentors over the summer, and I also want to prep new officers for the upcoming semester. And make sure that everyone kind of like is in their starting places by the time the semester rolls, because fall is when the career fair is, and that's when we're at our peak, engagement. So it's a really important semester, and I want to make sure that everyone's on the same page before we begin. I feel like that's probably the most important, is making sure everyone is on the same page and working together. Hope that answers your question. Anybody else?
Yeah,
or have I reached my time limit? Okay, yeah. What's up, Shuba?
Given your commitments in other places, maybe work, school, do you think you'll be able to handle all the responsibilities and achieve those tasks that you're setting forward?
I have an internship this summer, and I will be out of the state, so that is a factor. But when I come back, I'm only taking 12 hours. And I won't have a job. So I'll be solely focusing on those last 4 classes of my degree and then CougarCS stuff. So I'll have plenty of time to pay attention to CougarCS things. And just because I'll be working long distance in the summer does not impede my commitment or my enthusiasm about this club at all. So, all right.
Well, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
What position are you running for again?
President.
President. Okay.
Just for the fall 2022 semester.
Your next candidate, Shanker, time is yours. Christian, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, hey everyone. I want to start with a brief introduction about myself so you can get a better picture of who I am. So my name is, of course, Shanker, and I've served as the director of workshops this semester, helping organize events like the Discord Bot workshop and Career Fair 101. I'm currently a rising senior, planning on graduating next year in May, and I'm 18 years old. I've been involved with CougarCS for the entire period of my CS journey. I firmly believe that without the help of the organization, I wouldn't have found nearly as much success as I did, either professionally or academically. In fact, it was exactly this that motivated me to join the officer team. I wanted to make the organization even better than it already was. Now, in reflecting upon the semester, I think all of us have done a fantastic job of accomplishing this, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds. But that leads us to the million-dollar question. Where do things go from here? Although we're finishing an academic year of unprecedented growth and success, this semester, our president, Nicholas, is graduating. This is coming as a harsh blow to the organization, for he's served as its primary driving force behind its success. Speaking as an officer, I can confidently tell you that his deep passion for the organization has inspired each and every one of us to give our all. This means that someone must step up to fill the void, for it's vital that CougarCS continues to thrive in the future. As president, I will continue to, as president, I will continue to grow the organization by being highly active in all sectors of it. I will continually seek opportunities for outreach, whether through partnerships with other clubs or in-classroom visits, to maximize our member count. And above all, I will strive to keep the officer team as motivated and inspired as we've all been under Nicholas's leadership. Should I be elected, my game plan is to organize the team in early August to plan out our major workshops for the fall. This semester, we saw tremendous success in marketing our first general meeting during the in-class visits at the very beginning, so if we can take advantage of the same opportunity to also market exciting events like the Discord Bot workshop, we can undoubtedly reach as many people as possible and show them exactly what CougarCS has to offer. Along the way, I'll continue the culture that Nicholas has built by ensuring that each officer feels like they have a voice in our operations. Decisions will be made as equal members of a team, for in my view, me being president wouldn't elevate my importance above that of the other officers. So with that being said, these hefty promises will naturally require hefty time commitments, but I have a proven track record of an excellent work ethic and strong time management skills. Just this semester, I've succeeded in juggling 6 classes, a TA job, and an internship while still making time for my really important hobbies like watching funny YouTube videos and sleeping. And as the team can confirm, I've never missed even a single officer meeting. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if that has something to do with these silver hairs up here. Well, anyways, suffice it to say that I will have nearly such a hectic workload going forward. And as president, CougarCS would have my full and undivided attention. Well, with that being said, I'd like to pass it off to you all to pose any questions you might have.
Cool. Thank you, Anil. Cool. So yeah, you have 3 minutes. Anyone, if anyone has any questions, feel free.
Wait, no. So what would you improve on the club? Like, what do you see like could be worked on, or new things that might be you want to add?
That's a good question. Let's see. Well, I think one thing that I'd probably want to do is... Damn, that's a tough one. I think the biggest thing is I'd want to help give each officer more clearly defined roles, because sometimes I feel like even though it's great we all collaborate and work together, and I think that's part of what makes us such a great organization, sometimes it feels like there's a little too much overlap between some of our roles. So I think going forward it would be really cool if we could keep each officer's responsibilities more clearly defined so everyone feels like a specific part of the club belongs just to them, if that sort of makes sense.
Are there any officer positions that you want to add or take away?
Yeah, so another thing I was thinking of is sort of tied into the previous point. I feel like there's a chance it might be worth considering combining the Director of Workshops position with the VP Activities position. I think there's a lot of overlap between the marketing and activities team collaborating, so I feel like combining the Director of Workshops and VP Activities would make it more efficient in terms of communication by having fewer people to go through. So that would be the biggest change I'm thinking of making. Anyone else? Over there.
About our point system, and do you plan on restructuring it in any way?
Yeah, so that's another good question. Our point system. Another thing I'd like to do is come up with some type of software, Discord bot, add to the tech stack of CougarCS by automatically logging our point system to make it really easy and efficient for us to see which members are most active, least active, etc. I think it would be a really cool addition because as a CS club, technology is obviously our focus. So if we could do something like that, I think it would really improve upon the point system and the organization, and would also impress newcomers a lot. Over there.
How'd you do it, man? You're 18.
That's another good question. Honestly, I think part of it is I really enjoy working hard at things and working diligently, and I usually don't view failure as a reason to stop trying or stop working hard. So I guess that's basically it. Over there.
How do you handle stress? You did like 50 things this semester.
Yeah, that's another good question. Until this semester, I actually didn't handle stress as well as I probably should have. But basically, I've been adopting the policy of not giving a crap. I mean, I still care a lot about what I do, but I've basically tried to not worry so much about things going wrong and just sort of realizing that I might as well just keep going because what happens will happen, and it's best to focus on the inputs and what you can do and give to a situation rather than focusing on the outcome.
Any last questions for Anil? No? Okay. Thank you so much, Anil.
Thank you.
And really quickly, what roles are you running for?
President and Vice President of Activities.
Cool. Anil for President and Vice President Activities. Thank you so much. Cool. And that should be our almost last presentation.
So, I'm Kyrin Ayala. I'm running for VP of Activities and VP of External. Sorry. And next slide, please. All right. So my history has a track record with CougarCS. I've been historian in the last semester, and in this semester I've been director of merchandise. And so one of the big tackles is for the last semester is that we had to transition into moving into person. And so that meant organizing a lot, handling a lot of logistics, because I kind of did have to work as the unofficial director of marketing and organizing things with Vanessa and Nicholas, to preset the standards of our system for this semester. So that's mostly what went on in the fall. I was heavily involved with that. And then in this semester,
slightly less working position, director of merchandise, but it was still something that we want to continue working with. Like Vanessa said, we want to bring more merchandise and kind of carry the CougarCS brand and make it more visible to anywhere on this campus, not just computer science, to anyone. Because I mean, like we said before, Discord bots are used anywhere, not just in computer science. And to carry on into the next slide. So my desire for CougarCS, I want to keep the momentum we have going, bringing these amazing events to our members. That I would be doing through both activities and external. I mean, I'm not taking both positions, but what I mean is I have an impact with either one. With external, I would be working with more organizations, whether that be, CS Girls, or even expanding into others like SHEP. They also have a computer science small division that they want to grow, and we also want to reach more audience, not just computer science, because we're all in STEM and we all have uses for that. Now in activities, I kind of already have a pretty good perspective of what it takes of organizing socials, what it takes in the marketing department, and what it takes for a workshop. You need knowledgeable people, you need resources, you need contacts, and I've already kind of developed that and the skills that you need to kind of guide those things. And then to carry on to the vision, I want to keep this vision going that Nicholas has instilled and also grow upon it. I don't want to hinder it. I want to keep growing it. I want to keep making it better. I want to keep giving back to our members and truly giving them the value for their money for this organization. Now the delivery, that's actually up to you guys to choose. Do you want me as activities or do you want me as external? I could see myself fitting in both roles, but I'll leave that up to you. Like I said, I already have relationships set across different organizations, and I've developed leadership skills, and I've seen what works and what doesn't work to increase our attendance, because not just numbers matter. It matters what we're giving to you, and so I mean that's pretty much it. I think this is my last slide, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, another thing about me, I will be a senior next year. And yeah, that'll be my last, hoorah.
Yeah.
Any questions? Any questions?
So yeah, we have a few minutes for questions. Anyone have any questions for Christian?
What's up?
What's your schedule looking like next semester outside of CougarCS?
For the fall, I have 3 classes. I believe I'm taking algorithms, and then a couple electives, intro to networking and something else. I forgot. I don't remember. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It will be pretty light for the next semester, God willing. Yeah. What's up?
Which one do you want? I mean, you say you're fine with both of them, but do you have a preference towards activities or the relations?
I would say I already have a lot of experience with the activities division, so I'd say I could still contribute to activities the most.
Cool.
Anything else? Yeah, Kevin.
Why not both?
Why not both? I'm not a nil, man. I'm not the most brilliant person, but I am a hardworking person. I definitely do what I can with my time management, but not all students are the same, so I can't do both for sure.
When do you graduate again?
So May 2023.
So you have another year, or you have
Yeah.
another year?
Yeah,
awesome.
senior.
4 semesters.
Anything else? Yeah, Eric.
What are some plans for socials or what you want events? Do you have any new events that you have planned out for the semesters?
Yeah, I have some ideas already in the works. I definitely want to bring more a game style night. Have some stress-free nights. Let's say we go, rent out 2 volleyball courts. Go just everybody go ham on some volleyball courts, badminton or whatever it may be, or just game night socials. It would be cool if we could do a LAN party, but I don't think that's exactly easy to do. But stuff like that, increase all, events with all the other orgs, because that brings a lot of sense of community, brings new friends. Also may help you in the classes, making new friends, bringing, making, that's how kind of study groups happen, and then also it's another way of building, those lifelong friends that you get in college. Anything else? Yes, Nicholas.
What's one thing that you might add or change to make CougarCS better?
Add or change. Any other roles?
Or whichever you want, generally speaking.
I don't know that I might add another role.
Not necessarily a role, but anything.
But anything? It would definitely be nice to expand, like I said, a little bit more, work with more organizations if possible. Maybe market outside of computer science. And then as well as maybe just, have more socials for everybody. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I think we have time for one more question. Last opportunity. Anyone want to ask one last question? No? Well, all right. Thank you, Christian. Which positions are you running for again?
I am running for VP External and VP of Activities.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. All right, and that takes us to our very last